This is Big Pontiac. This is the Chocolate Mountain Show, and this is my weekly picks. Um, I got my butt kicked this weekend, but I still managed to come out ahead, even though I did get my butt kicked. I still had a positive record. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting that to still be to still get to still get beat and still do well. So and still come out ahead. So uh, uh, Cooley High, Cooley High. Okay, so it's still come out winning, and so that's kind of what happened this weekend. Is the holidays wasn't good for me. Um, Now, one game that was interesting was the Chiefs, and I said the Chiefs wouldn't cover. Not only did the Chiefs not cover, the Chiefs lost, which that was very interesting. The Lions lost again. That made no sense. Same as the Ravens losing made no sense. The Eagles losing to the Bears. All of a sudden, the Eagles can't score the last three games. I mean, it just it's not believable. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really not believable. But that's the way the script goes. I picked the Bucks. I mean, it was looking rough. I mean, the holidays was looking rough. The holidays I went what, um, 1-3 during the holiday games. So I was really kind of like I was like, damn, I can't figure it out. But as the week did, as the weekend progressed, I lost the Falcons, which again was a big question mark. The Colts again falling apart in the second half, not understanding. I said the Jags won, and I think the Jags did cover. The Rams was another one that they should have won. Miami, I did pick Miami. The Browns was one I really didn't look at because not only did the 49ers win, the 49ers covered as well. They won and they covered. The Seahawks, that was easy. So it's like I won all the late games, which was funny. I lost most of the games, but I won all the late games. So that was kind of interesting that I was able to pick up all the late games like that. So I won the Seahawks, I won the Bills, I won the Chargers, won the Broncos, and I won the Pats. Um, the Bills, I think they did cover. The Chargers, I don't remember the score. I'd have to look it up. The Broncos covered, and the Pats covered last night. So even though it was a rough week, I still ended up 9-7. I still ended up 9-7 for the week. So for the year, I'm still 126, 60, and 1 for the year. So it didn't turn out too bad for me. It didn't turn out. It looked like the holidays was real rough losing all those games at the holidays. But it's just like I kind of the things kind of picked up as the weekend progressed. So that was interesting. So I'm gonna come back and do a do a picks for next week. But it was a couple things last time I was on. I didn't show. That was kind of got lucky, and I think I'm kind of getting over the sneaker collecting. I think I'm kind of over it a little bit. Like how many shoes do you need? Especially I've been buying boots and stuff. But I was able to pick these up. I was able to pick these up at Marshalls for I think $70 with the box. With the box, I was able to pick these up with the box. And what I didn't realize is how much of a leather shoe this is. So I know Ross has been showing it, been getting better shoes, but Marshalls, TJ, well, not so much so TJ Maxx, because our TJ Maxx up here doesn't show. They don't show. They don't sell shoes, men's shoes at least. They only sell women's shoes in our TJ Maxx here in Minnesota. So yeah, I was able to pick these up with the box, which was quite a surprise. See, with the box intact. So that was kind of a surprise. And I don't know, I like style and I generally like 501s, but I did needed a pair of boots. So I got these, and I don't know if y'all into this, but I like these double front panel pants. I have a bunch of Carhartts like this where they show the double front, that double front right here. It's a type of work pant. But I got 4 or 5 of these. I got some insulated pants too. So this was the newest pickup. These came in today. I got these on sale. I think it was like $40. When my Carhartts I ordered, the motherfuckers was 90, but these was only $40. So kind of a nice little lick today. Oh, oh. I could have been in LA right now, but I really don't like flying, and so didn't go to LA. I could have went to LA yesterday morning, but I don't like flying so much, so didn't go. The holidays was cool. As I was saying before, my in-laws normally don't cook very well, but my niece cooked. She did a good job. But as I was saying, I brought my own food anyway. I brought my own stuffing. I brought my own greens, which I'm glad because uh, my one relative, she put too many hot peppers in her greens. Her greens wasn't good. And I'm not a big pork eater, but I did put bacon, thick cut bacon in my greens. And so my food turned out good because I made a green bean casserole and greens and the stuffing. I made was pork stuffing, like sausage stuffing, like kind of 3 layers. I put a layer of sausage, layer of stuffing, layer of sausage, and then stuffing on top. So you kind of had almost a stuffing cake, if you understand. So it turned out pretty good. It turned out pretty good for me. My niece, surprisingly, her food was good. Her mother's not a very good cook. Now, my brother-in-law made some really, he soaked some chicken overnight and he had some really crusty wings. That was actually pretty good. So I wasn't really disappointed too much. My mother ate somebody's food and got sick. She blamed it on the pumpkin pie. But whatever it was, it made her sick. But it was always a good day, to visit family and stuff. It's always a good day to see family, and that's what it was about. We know it's not a real holiday to celebrate because it celebrates a massacre. They would go into wait until the men leave, come in and massacre the women and children, and then take the properties, and build their churches over wherever the holy spots was in the city. I mean, if you follow me, that's how they did it. They would, take divining rods and find, divining rods ain't just for water. It's where ley line is. That's why when you go to most downtowns, you see churches on the strongest ley lines. If you follow and you just take even a pendant, or even if you had divining rods, you'll see that downtown, the federal building, the courthouses, they're all on ley lines. And it's generally the strongest ley lines in the area because, again, they want to pull energy into that and they want to amplify their energy. I mean, you look at Mexico City, they did the same things when they built those churches. I've talked about before, you look at the biggest pyramid in the world, the oldest building in America, they put a church on top of the biggest pyramid in the world, which they're near just the last probably 5 to 10 years they just been digging out. It's so big because the people buried it. When the Spanish came, they actually buried this pyramid. So the Spanish didn't know what it was. They just threw a temple on top of it, but it was actually a pyramid, one of the bigger pyramids found in the Americas. So, and now, as I talked about every year, time has really just every year they do this. Time just goes by so quickly once Thanksgiving hits. I mean, it's December and they need our energies. That's why all the music, all the festivities is because they need our energy to push in this new year. They want our energy to push in this new year. And so that's, why they speed time. It's like they almost don't want you to catch your breath as the holidays come. Holidays are bouncing around, and it's like you just got done with Thanksgiving, but boom, all of a sudden, here you go with it's Christmas, and that was funny about, with the food stamps and stuff. They wasn't going to mess with these people's money, especially the supermarkets. The supermarkets, they wasn't going to play around. Walmarts and the other supermarkets, the odds of them not getting that money. It's too much money involved. So they caved. They caved on that. So, oh, what's happening? The Power Pioneer, what's happening? Thank you guys for joining. I'm not seeing them up here for some reason. Maybe I ain't activated it. Oh, I guess I can hit that there. I'll just follow here. Hope I'm not getting an echo. I turned it off. So, so thank you. You know, this is not going to be very long. What is this? 10 minutes? Yeah, I'm not going to go very long today. Yeah, got a little bit of doing. And so, you know, as they try to convince you that it's a new year, when it just seems like it's the same year over and over again. It's like the new year is just something to put over your tombstone. I mean, that's what it seems like. It's just like something to put over your tombstone. But it's like it's like even dealing with time. Is it really new time or is it the same time all over again? Because that's what it appears like. What was that movie? Click with Adam Sandler. Remember how he sped through every day? You know, and that's kind of what it's like. That's kind of what it's like. And this and the point of that is like, do you appreciate life? You know, or is life just going so fast by you that you don't even appreciate it? You just going through the motions instead of actually appreciating life. Because that's what it seems like. It's like a lot of times we don't appreciate moments. Like even when you daydream about the past or the future, you know, you're taking away energy from right now. That's why, you know, it's the book Be Here Now. And that's what I always have to remind myself, because I can create worlds, but I always have to remind myself to be here now. And that's the key is always be present to the moment. Because really the moment is really all you have is the moment. I mean, we string together a bunch of moments as the day goes through, but that's really all we have is the moment. So, so just don't get caught up under the spell, because that's, you know, this time of year is heavy spell for them. It's heavy occult for them. You know, they think that you're ushering in and you're celebrating a savior when it's the opposite of what you're celebrating. And that's really the biggest problem with religion is you're not celebrating what you think you're celebrating. You're celebrating something totally different. And that's, you know, a lot of religion too is you're celebrating something that you don't quite fully understand is what you're celebrating. So that's all. Well, I didn't really have a lot today. Did my little bit of philosophizing. That's all about I had. I'm gonna try to come on again tomorrow or Thursday to give my picks, but I didn't do my picks for today. So thank you guys for whoever tuned in. This is just a little short show. I got to get ready. I got to move around. And thank you. Oh, did y'all like? Let me look at the weather. Man, it is cold. We had a nice little storm the other day. Let me see. What is the weather up here? The weather is, oh, it's 20 above. It was like 12 or 13 yesterday. Oh, this morning, yeah, this morning it was 10. But it's the wind chill is a motherfucker. It says feels like 12, so it's cold. So I'm gonna wear my boots. That's why I got those pants, because I can't wear my Doc Martens in the straight legs. They don't really look too good in straight legs. So I've got some insulated Doc Martens. So yeah, we had a nice little. We got about 6 inches. I heard in Michigan they got about 10. I know my brother and some of my friends in Kalamazoo say they got about 10 inches, but we got about 5 or 6. I mean, it's covered, which the last 3 years we didn't have happen. I mean, we haven't had a winter since 23. We haven't had a winter where everything was covered since 23. Yeah, so a real winter. Um, and it's just to think about. I played pickleball 3 weeks ago outdoors. We had a 60-degree day 3 weeks ago. So that's how the weather's, you know, how the weather's been. We had a 350 days, and in November we had 350 days and 160 day. And so it wasn't that long ago we was just playing outside. Now, of course, it's too snowy. And of course, you know, I've still been working out. The way they did our pickleball is I play from 9:30 to 11, and then I come back and play 12:30 to whatever, really up to 2. Yeah, 12:30 to up to 2. So I got about 2 hours in yesterday. So nice little workout. I weighed myself at the doctor's. I had to go to heart specialists and see them. I have a yearly checkup with them, and I weighed myself, but again, I'm wearing boots. I took my coat off, but I'm still wearing boots, and it said 233, and I'm like, I know I don't weigh that much. So when I was in Lifetime yesterday, I weighed myself, and I'm still 222. So I was 221, so I only gained a pound over the holidays, you know. So yeah, and it's interesting now. Oh, let me tell you about Black Friday here. So they had a line of a Mall of America of people waiting to get into Black Friday. And they gave out significant prizes. One person won 5 grand just for waiting outside. They was generally giving out just gift cards. They give out gift cards if you wait. Even the gun stores were packed. I was like a gun store I pack I pass when I go to Lifetime after, and they was waiting outside for the gun store. So this motherfucker like these good guns is expensive, so I hope I can get a little off on this gun, which is perfectly understandable. And it's funny, revolvers really cost more than the semis, but yeah. So that was interesting about the Mall of America. So I said I passed on the latest Jordans, the ones that's more of the maroonish color. I got a pair. I don't really see a reason for another pair. And I don't know, I'm kind of getting out of collecting sneakers. I mean, I've got enough. I gave a pair of Air Jordan 1s to my nephew because, they sitting here. Like, I got this shoe rack, all these freaking shoes. There's like 30 shoes right here in the shoe rack. 30 freaking shoes. Probably could show it. Look at that. Ridiculous. Like, very ridiculous. Who needs that much? Don't really need it. I got to move all this stuff and put this shoe rack in the corner. Might do that tonight. But I'm about to hit the road and got a few things to do. So, I think that's all I got now. I got to get ready to start going. So thank you guys, whoever tuned in. Check me out. I appreciate it. And again, this is the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am your host, Big Pontiac the Time Walker. Until we meet again.